Warren Buckleitner here, and today reporting from Toca Blocks, the 30th app from Toca Boca, which came out just in time for the holidays this year. And I'm really excited about this app. The first thing to note is that this is not like Toca Builder, that really was quite a bit more limited, and that was also in 3D. Although it is made by the same team that worked on Toca Nature, which was also in 3D. This is in 2D, although I will show you a really interesting 3D feature later on in the video. So we basically have 6 minutes. It kind of takes that amount of time to show you all of what Toca Blocks does and why I'm so excited about it in terms of just pure creativity. Now, any kid who is into Minecraft will appreciate the ability to dig and build freely. And these three characters, these living characters, sort of add a different play dimension to the app, and it make it a lot more fun. What you're seeing here is my very first experience with this. So I've never used this before. I turned on a camera and just started to play. And first thing I did is I made this underground chamber, and of course you need to have a toilet, which Toca Boca always has in every one of its apps. There's also, I'm discovering here, some really kind of fun surprises, like sort of invisible blocks. In this case, you know, I got one of my three characters, and I want to let them visit in the underground chamber, and I'm discovering that they can't get through. So I just adjust it, and then they can get through, which is kind of cool. But look how fast it is to dig, and again, unlike a lot of other sort of creativity experiences, you can go way up, way down, way left, and way right. You really don't get a feeling that you're limited by the size of the screen or the building area, and that's a big plus for this app. In this case, I made this chamber, and I just decided, hey, let's see how far down we could go, and I connected that with the first chamber I made, and I decided to let my guys go and talk to one another. So we did that. Had to build a little bridge. And then down he goes, all the way down to my deep, deep chamber. So I made, of course, yeah, you got to have the toilet. And so made that kind of a neat place to hang out. Then I decided that it needs a swimming pool. And also he needs some friends. So I started to work on that. Now, with any good well-designed interactive experience, there are multiple ways to do the same thing. So you can actually move the characters by touching them directly and dragging them, or you can use these arrow keys and the navigation menu that comes up. That big ball in the center is really important as well for the navigation. And now, so thanks to iMovie's fast motion, I can compress time here and just show you the swimming pool that I made. First, I made water. I put it up too high there. You can even put water floating in the sky. That's how easy this thing is. And immediately, so I made a swimming pool, what I think swimming pool, and I started to drown one of my characters. So that's not a good idea. So I built some steps very quickly and made this sort of underground chamber. Again, anybody who's played with Minecraft will kind of like this freedom. You could call this app Minecraft on training wheels kind of thing if you wanted to. Obviously, there's no social things or servers to worry about. This is just so easy. I tried it with a couple kids, and they just couldn't not touch the screen. They just, if you touch something, it tends to work. One of the first things that you need to try in Toca Blocks is the portal, and that's over on the right. You see a door icon. In this case, I'm just dragging it down. Remember, this is the first time I've ever used this program, so I'm learning it. And you then can go into the door, and you come out in a little room somewhere, and you don't know where it is. So when you're in that room, you can decorate it just like any other room. I set up 4 in a row, and you can kind of jump back and forth between these two different worlds. Very cool. The first time you start Toca Blocks, you can either start with a blank slate, or there are 3 starter worlds with things like trees and so on, and that's a good way to get some ideas as to what you can build. Now you discover 2 really important icons. One is the pen, the pencil, that lets you quickly draw, and the other is the eraser, that little eater guy who will quickly take away whatever you do. And the other thing it's important to note is that if you go into the preferences, you can turn off the background music as well as the icons for additional Toca products. This is the screen where you see your work that you save. It's all automatic, and if you want, you can even make a end of the year greeting card with a little Photoshop and say Happy Holidays. Apps like Toca Builder are good reminders of why we do what we do, to empower children with technology. Have a great 2016, and we'll see you next year. This is Warren Buckleitner. Thanks for watching.